Six Flags Great America Fright Fest. Trip 25 of the year to the park, but second trip to Fright Fest. Friday, October 3rd, 2013, or 2014, excuse me. So this was a solo trip for me. I met up with, or I'll get into that. This was a solo trip for me right after school. I headed down to the park, and I started off I got to the park at about 4, and I started off by making the run to Goliath, which I was first in line for. So I did Goliath, and then I did Goliath single rider, and that was my 350th ride of the year, as well as my three, as well as my 50th ride on Goliath. Following that, I headed over to X-Flight, and I did X-Flight right side 3 times without getting off, and then I headed back over to Goliath to do Goliath single rider again. After that, I headed over to Rage and Bull, hit that up, and then I got a call from Matt, who was with his friend Chris, and I met up with Matt and Chris and in the food court. And following that, we headed over to American Eagle. We would do American Eagle, and then we on the red side, then we did Batman and East River Crawler, as well as Whizzer. Succeeding that, we headed over to Love at First Fright, and we saw, I think it was the final showing for that. Oh, also between East River Crawler and Whizzer, we also went to Necropolis. Then after, we saw Scott, Andrew, and Ian in the Love at First Fright show, and one of the performers ended up dropping the F-bomb. Mike was on, and accidentally someone dropped the F-bomb. Oh well. I think it was the werewolf or something like that. Moving on. Following the show, I headed over to Goliath, and I did 6 in a row on that single rider to end the night, which put me at 57 total for Goliath. Actually, the last ride I got was we got in right at 11, or at last 2 rides, we got in line right at 11, just a regular line, and we ended up getting a re-ride because they need to send a full train, so no one was in our row, so we just decided to do, or we just got the re-ride. So total breakdown was Goliath, Goliath, X-Flight right, X-Flight right, X-Flight right, Goliath, Rage and Bull, American Eagle Red, Batman the Ride, East River Crawler, Whizzer, Goliath, 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 Goliath. And so a trip total of 17 rides, and put me at 365 total rides for the season. So with that being said, we also got front row right in the middle by the catwalk at Love at First Fright. And coming up right here is a selfie that Matt and I took just randomly. Okay, but with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll get the rest of my videos up from other trips and stuff like that up as soon as possible. So with that being said, Cost21 signing out. Have a great night, and yep, have a great night, everyone. Adios. Bye. Bye. Adios. Adios. Bye. Bye. Adios.